This is the Iteration 4 report for Team 2. Our team is Alexis, Catherine, Nathaniel, Ridge, Riley, and Shengton.
Hello, my name is Riley Sneed, and I'll be talking to you about what I did for Iteration 4. There have been multiple problems in this iteration, but for this, what I did for this iteration was first I had to create um, new table by joining the table that TransCard gave us and putting it to Power BI. But anyways, what I did was pretty much we found this table called education, and we've been doing the correlations between the data that TransCard gave us. So like the disbursement status either completed or expired, feedback, and party type either single or multiple people living in that apartment. But anyways, you can see where it's completed, the percent of completeness or expired, and then you can see on the bottom where it says apartment or zip. So you can see it at a apartment type, or you can view it as a area type, pretty much, given that option. And right here it's feedback, pretty much same thing, apartment view or a zip view. But then right here it's the feedback between 1 and 5, and then you got the party type, which is either like a single person living there or multiple people living there. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I had problems with it earlier, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Ridge Longway, and this is my Iteration 4 showcase. For this showcase, I have a heat map generated to show off the results of a correlation matrix that I created. This correlation matrix, I'm specifically looking at the correlations between percent below poverty, or otherwise known as poverty rate, and various numeric datas given to us by you all or created using your data. And looking at this, we could see most values are not really correlated with poverty, which is very interesting. But there is one value that sticks out as probably the most correlated, ignoring the two zip codes, being average party. Average party is a column that I created that represents the average of taking the disbursement party type and turning them into a binary numeric category. So this is just an average of the various zeros and ones generated by whether or not it's a single or a multi-party apartment. And we could see that the poverty rate has a roughly 40 to 50% correlation with the party, which is quite interesting. So this tells me that this is more than likely what I'll need to be looking into when it comes time to properly visualize these insights. This is about all I have to show, so thank you for watching.
For iteration 4, I compared the median income from the income data table that we imported using the US Census data with the expiration rate and the completion rate from the disbursement statuses given by TransCard. I created calculations to find the expiration and completion rates. So I divided the expiration count with the average median household income, and then the table shows it by zip code. I believe here some correlations, the highest zip code with the highest expiration rate. And then here's a bar graph that kind of shows it completion rate versus the expiration rate based on the zip code. And then I tried to create a correlation matrix. Not really sure if this is what we're looking for, but I'm not sure. But this shows like the zip code with the highest completion rate was also the highest expiration rate, and so on. So yeah, that is what I did for iteration 4.
Hello, this is Catherine. This iteration involved identifying any correlations that data retrieved earlier in the semester might have in relation to the data provided by TransCard. The primary focus here is comparing population by zip code against the provided data. This shows that population doesn't have any high correlation with most variables, but could be loosely related to the number of recipients. Here we have some visualizations to check for possible errors in the correlation matrix. Population does not appear to have a high correlation with total amount disbursed. This is because a large number of states have populations with no disbursements. Based on this, we could consider changing the locations to focus only on zip codes that have apartments already in them. This visualization shows the average number of recipients to the state. Most states with high population have a higher average, but for the most part, the distribution is fairly even.
This iteration, I began a user story to take all of our parts of the static report and put them into one report on multiple pages. As you can see, they're all on here. Unfortunately, some of them, most of them, do not have the same data. As you can see, I'm connected to the current semantic model that we have, but all the other ones, for instance, this one is connected to a different semantic model. And so what I'm going to have to do is go back through all these different visualizations and make sure that they can find the data they need to display the correct information. As for the other one that I did complete, these time filters that exist on several different report pages were already developed by, this one was developed by Riley Sneed. I didn't have to create that, but there were a few others that if time is a relevant factor, as I'm going through these different reports and making sure they get the right data, I'll make sure to add those. And I think as for now, they're pretty well done. There's another user story that I started but did not complete this iteration, and that is to create a correlation matrix from my data and the given data from Transcard. As you can see, this table, something happened to it, and it has 6-digit zip codes. I'll be needing to go back and find new data that still has the same amount of information, but has correct zip codes. And that is all for me.
My name is Shangtian Tudong. In this iteration, I worked on population breakdown, which is we can see here. When I click here, we can see a specific population in this area, and we can see the here is the number of the population breakdown. And this the second thing I did was the inside. So we can see here this will be the displacement type. Displacement types again with the household site. This will be zip code, and this will be 1% per household, 2% per household, and 3% household, and 4 and more % in household. So this will be displacement, and here I also this will be feedback. Feedback with the household rate. So we can see here the biggest number of the feedback, and this will be the payment made. Here we can see here is the sums of 4% per household and which date they completed or expire, and we can also see here. And then the last thing I did was this is disbursement with disbursement again with the household percent. Now we can see here this will be the payment setup, payment complete with the whole the sums of household side, and this will be the 2% per household, and here the lowest number will be 3% per household side. That's all I have. Thank you so much, and this will be our iteration for video showcase. Thank you for listening.